Good evening, mate. We're recording.
How you doing? Let's go. We've had some fun.
It's our first ever go in it. But yeah, no. So welcome to the podcast.
Let me just open one more. Chuck Norris can cure all illness with his tears. You play football, you gotta be there to give 100%, can't you? You couldn't work from home being a footballer, could you?
Could you imagine? The game changer was when when you could start putting syrups in your coffees.
Has ever gone to space and taken a helmet off, has he? I was like, oh.
Well, in fairness, they must know. So anyway, mate, I think on that note, we should wrap it up.
What's it up?
And what's it up? And yeah, don't forget you can email us on seasonedhumour@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
And what do we do when we're not on the podcast? We probably play some video games and don't really take it that seriously. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to say is if you want to listen to a podcast, have some fun, drink some beer and have a laugh, and if you occasionally want to laugh because you've been playing Call of Duty and taking the piss out of each other, then this is the place for you to be. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also to drop an email to us at seasonedhumour@gmail.com. That's seasonedhumour@gmail.com that we keep forgetting to tell people about every week. Let's go!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought it was like a flashback clip this
That's
week.
quite good. I like that. Well, I always like them. That one was good because it was all like little best bits of the previous podcast. It's quite a good idea.
Yeah, I thought like some of it when I listen to like some of the samples back, like it's quite like it's nice memories to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's very, very, very good memories. It's part of the reason we kind of decided to do this, I suppose, is it's a bit of a chat. It's a laugh. We've said it a few times. Unfortunately, we haven't had, we didn't do it yesterday, so this is going out a bit later than normal. But yeah, ultimately, it's a Friday night. We can get really drunk tonight, not worry about getting up for work in the morning.
Hell yeah.
And really talk some terrible chat.
But just think about it. When you're an old man and your kids are grown up and you got grandkids and you'll be talking to them and you'll be telling them about £10 tea and, you know, how to fire corks at ladies' heads in clubs, and they'll listen to this, won't they? Can you hear my dog barking? Because I gotta my dog is the most angry sausage dog in the world. And he just wants to fight everyone. I don't think he realises how small he is.
Honestly, I can't hear it. I don't know if the people can hear it on the coming through, but I can't hear it.
It's probably on noise gated out, but I don't know.
It's quite funny though, isn't it? Because I listen to a lot of other people's podcasts, and I hear, and I think, and I do, and we have this conversation quite a lot when we're offline, and we're worrying about sound quality and doing all that. And worrying about dogs barking. I mean, I had the fighter jets fly over my house the other week. so let's be honest, a little dog barking is not really going to be the end of the world. But
not many people can say that though. I got fighter jets going on my house this one.
By the way, I don't live in Syria or anywhere like that. But no, you're right, and it's quite funny actually because you doing that then. We went to I had a day off today because it's school holidays, so I said to Keela, I'll try and get a day off and we'll go out for the day with the kids. We'll do something, and the kids have been badgering her all week to go out for something to eat, something nice. And she said, well, I think Dad might be off at the end of the week, so we'll do it then. So we decided we'd go out today and have a bit of food in a well-known pizza shack. I'm not going to say their name because it's absolutely disgusting how much they cost. You can go to the other.
I know which one it is already. Now you said that.
Yeah, you can go to another pizza fast place where you'll get your food pretty quickly and better quality, and they have a little flower on the table. And I'm not going to say either their names because the pizza shack that I went to, that there's not many of them around no more. They're sort of evaporating or disappearing quite quickly was just so expensive, and I couldn't believe how expensive it was for a couple of pizzas, and it just blows my mind. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about it. But we went to Cambridge.
Let's not divulge.
Yeah, let's not divulge too much. We went to Cambridge.
Digress, not divulge. Is it divulge or digress?
Digress.
Digress.
Divulge.
At least that's not recorded.
but yeah, we just on the way home, I was saying to Key, doing a podcast tonight. Obviously, couldn't do it last night because of getting home from work a bit later and stuff like that. And she said, yeah, no worries. And then Alyssa started saying to me, she started giving me the lowdown on the podcast. So she's like our podcast, and she started saying to me, I love it, your podcast, Dad. But she went, Dad, you do really talk some bad rubbish sometimes. She said, you do witter on and natter on. And she started, and I went, are you mugging me off? And she said, no. She said, sometimes your stories you get a bit distracted in the middle of your stories, and then you're talking about one thing, and then you start talking about something else. And I was like, oh, okay. So, but
that's because we don't plan it.
No,
I think that's better than that.
And that's what I said to her. I said, well, one, we don't plan it. So if I say something that you might say that you might go, that might trigger something in your head. The whole idea of it is that it triggers chat. And we don't want to cut it, and I was trying to explain to her, and she said, but Dad, what I'm saying to you is that it doesn't matter to me. I love it. She said, I really, really love it. And I was thinking, all the things we've talked about, and my 12-year-old daughter is listening to her.
She can be our producer.
She could be. We could have her as a producer. She could, but she said, yeah, but, and I was thinking, all the things we spoke about, and I was listing them off in my head, and like you've just played that clip of some really random stuff, but we have spoke about some really disgusting stuff as well, like things that happened to us when we was younger, and
before we digress, whatever. How many pizzas could you eat? And the reason I asked the question is because
who's the pizza's made by? So there's a couple of questions I've got. Is it made by the Pizza Shack or the Pizza Fast?
Who's this Pizza Shack you got? Because like I never heard of Pizza Shack. Is that like an English thing? These Welsh people don't know about.
So I'm not going to say the name, but Shack Hut.
Ah, I see what you did there. Now.
Express Fast.
I went straight over my head. Okay, yeah, it's the Shack. It's the Shack. So if you like I think at the Shack they used to do like a deal when you could like part with 5 of the Queen's English £5, and if you did that, it was like all you could eat within a certain time limit. If I'm right or wrong.
Yeah.
So I used to go there with my buddy Josh, and we used to like say like, we'll just keep going, but we'll keep the crust to count.
Yeah.
In that scenario, how many could you get through?
I reckon. I probably reckon I'm pushing 2 max. I
2 slices or 2 pizzas.
2 pizzas. Two pizzas.
Two pizzas.
I'm not a massive fan of deep pan pizza. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't mind it, but I've actually, as I've got older, I like the crust more.
How many slices are in a pizza in that scenario? In that you know how big they are.
What is about? Is it about 8 to 10 slices? Is it about 8?
No, in the all you can eat one.
I don't know. There's a lot. There is a lot. I mean, that was what we had today. So we had a buffet today. Do you know what I love is the free salad? The free salad, and do you know the when you get the free salad, and they've got obviously the potato salad, and you've got the coleslaw. But one thing I really, really love, and it's something I've loved ever since I was a kid, and I actually got key onto it, is a Thousand Island sauce, the sauce from 1,000 Islands, and it's a real random thing. So do you know it's
sauce from 1,000 Islands?
The pink sauce that they give you, 1,000 Island. It's 1,000 Island sauce, isn't it? It's called or something like that.
What, for the pizza or the ice cream?
No, the sauce that you get with the salad.
1,000 Islands.
Did you know you get like garlic and like herb sauce and all that? Do you know the pink one that you get?
Why is it called a sauce of 1,000 Islands?
Well, I call it a sauce. We call it a sauce of 1,000 Islands in our house. It's just, I think it's like a mixture of, isn't it like a mixture of ketchup and mayonnaise and some herbs and some? It's a bit similar to burger sauce to a degree, but it's what they put on prawn cocktail, isn't it?
I know the one now.
You know the one I'm talking about.
I'm still missing the connection with 1,000 Islands.
It's called 1,000 Island sauce. Or seafood sauce or something like that. But I think they changed the name of it from seafood sauce to the 1,000 Island sauce or something like that.
At some point in time, there's been a man who's like had to travel to 1,000 Islands to come up with this like recipe, or someone's just having a laugh.
Well, it's called because you can go to another well-known food place. Where they harvest a lot of stuff, and and you get free salad bar in that place.
I was just trying to think of. I was just thinking that, and I was thinking, if that's the name of it, what do I call it? But you just worked it out for me.
But you get this, and one of the things that we always used to do, and I introduced it to Key, and I said to her, like, you got to have a salad, and you have all the stuff. You put loads like lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and all that stuff, and then on top of that, you put this 1,000 Island dressing, and then you put the bacon bits and the breadcrumb things, the croutons, and all that.
Yeah,
and you put all that on, like, so it sticks in it, and then you can eat it, and it's like you mix it all up. It's just it's really sickly when you think about it, but it's one of my favourite things. You always get that
one person as well. Is like I'm not going to be horrible, but there's always like one really large lady, and she like goes up to the salad bar, and instead of having like a salad, she has like 3 bowls worth of salad with like a load of cream on and all that stuff on. And then you like, when you look, she like stares you like, yes, and you're like, you just go, I don't think you meant that. Like, if you can have a salad, have a salad. But like, I don't know.
You're right though, and we said a similar thing today. In fairness, there was a person that was like literally scooping it out. Like they made the bowls smaller on purpose.
Oh, I hate when they do that.
So the person obviously had their bowl literally doubled up. It was ridiculous. But no, but yeah, say it was a. But it was all you can eat pizza today. Quite nice, quite tasty. Josh, being Josh and being awkward, didn't eat the pizza that was out for all you can eat. He wanted to have his own pizza, like
the 10 grand one.
Yeah, 10 grand pizza. We had to order specially just for him. And then he was sitting there while we was all eating our £10 pizza. And he's waiting for his 10 grand pizza.
Where did pizza come from?
Well, it's Italian. It's supposed to be Italian, isn't it?
I don't mean like what? Where in time? Like, it's weird, isn't it? Because like with meat, when did like cavemen probably went? Oh, well, we need to eat, so we'll kill an animal and like we'll cook it so we don't die, and then we'll eat the meat. And that's for a reason. But then.
This is a conversation that really, really, really intrigues me, because I always think things like this is where did pizza come from? Like you just said, how did someone decide that they're going to make a pizza dough base, like a bread base? So how did someone come about making bread? Like, how did they know they to mix flour and yeast and salt or whatever else it is?
Well, look. The bread accidents happen. That could happen. They could have the flour and then trip, and then the yeast falls in, and then they accidentally cook it, and then bread happens. And then, but when did they go like, I'm going to cook it with cheese and tomatoes on top, and then they started. They had all sorts of these days. They put eggs on them and everything, didn't they?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like this is a conversation we could go on.
I asked for a pizza in this one pizza establishment. And they named it like the Exotica Fortiful, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what's that? And they went, this is a pizza with an egg on it. I don't know why I'm doing French. This is How do you do Italian? Ferrari.
Bibbidi bobbidi boob.
This is a bibbidi bobbidi. This is a pizza. This is a tomato. And for some reason, we put the egg on it.
That's it. We've offended the Italians now.
Yeah.
But do you know? But it's similar to your someone got a pizza.
You said bibbidi bobbidi. That's Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins don't make pizzas. Bibbidi bobbidi tomato. Bibbidi bobbidi cheese.
Right, so human might I was going to die.
Watch this on YouTube. He might be having a clutch to his coffee.
I had to mute my mic quickly. I started coughing. But you're right. But it's the same thing. That is when did someone get the pizza and go? They weren't just happy with the pizza and then decided, you know what? I'm going to fold the pizza up and we're going to call it a calzone. And where did the name come from? Like. The calzone, the folded pizza, then we're going to bake it like that.
Especially naming it after a cow. It's got nothing of an animal in it. Well, the milk. We go away with the milk.
Yeah, but you're right, and that's sorry, I just coughed then. I didn't have a chance to mute myself. But yeah, it's But you were talking about cavemen, right? So you're talking about them killing animals and everything like that. That's
Neanderthals, though, isn't it?
Has there always been a unwritten law that you don't kill human beings to eat them? Well, to eat them. Has there always been?
Says who?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like,
this is like the space helmet thing. Says who?
But this is what I don't understand. So obviously it's not a great. No one should be killing each other. I'm not expressing that, but at some point, like, do you know? When you watch Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal or something like that, and he eats, I think it's Hannibal film, isn't it, where he's eating someone, or it might be the one after the Hannibal, and they're dining, they're dining, and they're dining around a table, and he serves up this food, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is lovely," like, and it's like a dead person, and he's killed someone, and they're eating it. But he
wants a nice glass of Chianti.
There's always been an unwritten law, or a law
Chianti.
that you can't eat human beings. I don't get it.
There's no attraction to it, is there?
Well, I don't know. Some people that, like the Simpsons expressed it the other week on the Simpsons, that it's actually quite a nice meat to eat. Homer started eating himself in the Halloween
there was that
special.
Plane crash, wasn't there? In the Alps, and the people were on it, and they were going to die, and they ate each other, didn't they? All the dead people, and they reckon it tastes like chicken. You're not going to have like packs of crisps saying human flavour. We'll have give me a pack of chicken crisps. Actually, balls to that. I'm going to have give me human flavour.
Give me the human flavour crisp, please. Yeah. I want to try them. Barbecued human.
That's it.
But
no, have you heard this, right? This is a true story. There was a guy, I think it was in Germany, right? And he advertised that he wanted to eat a human body. And he put an advert in the paper saying, I want to eat someone. Does anyone want to volunteer? So it's nothing wrong. And so one guy contacted him back and said, yeah, I'm happy for you to eat me. And then they legit got together. You can Google it. It's like historically true. And he got in touch, and this guy met up with him. And then I think the first thing he ate was his leg, and he cut his leg off.
He was going to say something else.
No, I think the bit you're thinking of, the rude bit, he did that as well. But I think he cut his leg or something, or it might be. I'd have to check this, but he cut a body part off. Like they took it off without inflicting pain. Obviously, they drugged him and woke him up and blah blah blah. But then when he woke up and he cooked it, he burnt it.
No.
And then there's this massive row because he's like, we've gone through all this and then you've burnt my leg. So it tastes like shit. He said the least you could have done is cooked it properly.
He said, look, the chef went, look, mate, I ain't no 5-star chef. It could always happen.
Yeah. He said, I'd give an arm and a leg for this.
I never said that I was a good cook. I just wanted to try it. And if you'd seen my steaks that I usually cook, they're always well done and overcooked.
I think he killed him.
Oh no, that's ridiculous.
It's on Wikipedia, crazy. So it must be true.
Oh, it's absolutely mental. My bloody cat is come in the room, mate, and he's meowing at us. I didn't even realise she was in here.
Meow.
He's doing my head in 2 seconds. Sorry.
Whilst Pete's doing that, we're going to put an advert for £10 tea. Don't drink coffee. Don't drink coffee. £10 tea. £10 tea.
Well,
just a mid-podcast advert for £10 tea. Don't eat burgers or hot dogs. China noodle. China noodle. China noodle.
Well, that's our new. To be totally honest with you, I can't believe the amount of advertising we have done in this podcast. We've not been approached yet.
Yeah, it's funny that.
I think
we're doing everything. We're doing everything to the book.
Yeah, doing everything to the book. We don't mention nobody's names ever, and we've not been. No, I'm joking. Anyway, we should like slip in there now, like every single person that we've mentioned in like 60 seconds. You'd have to go back through and every single person, every single company, and go through. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, he's
you know that thing you said earlier on about like sometimes you talk and it can lead into conversations by what people mention.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that improv when like someone says like one word and the other person says a word and then the other person says a word and you're trying to like string a sentence?
I've never played it when I've been fairly sober. I've only ever probably done it once.
Let's try and do one. We'll just try and do one, yeah? You up for it? So I say like I go I and you go and you go in to the zoo and then just like elaborate it.
You really want to try it in the podcast?
Oh, why not? What's the worst can happen?
What's the worst that can happen? Go on then. You can start.
One
day
I
found
a
mouse
under
the
bed.
Why couldn't you have said something really weird? Once
I
found
my
mouse
under
I this is terrible.
No, we'll do it properly.
It's just trying to say I. All right,
I'll do another one. I got to be a customer. I'm going to come into your pizza shop and order a pizza. There's a takeaway.
Yeah. Welcome to Pizza Shack. Can I take your order?
Yes, of course you can. I'd like to order myself the thin spicy crust with some tomato and cheese and some olives and some bacon and some egg. Do you sell egg?
Unfortunately, we don't sell egg in Pizza Shack. It's not something that's on the menu, so we can put something else on there if you like.
Well, that's not a problem because I've brought my own egg. Do you mind if you add this to my order? What are you laughing at me for? What's so funny? They never laugh like this in Pizza Astoria down the road.
Sorry. Oh, God.
Screw this. I'll go for a Chinese.
I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I'm not that good. Key's really good at things like that. I'm not good. Right, you've just reminded me. So do you know Christmas Day, and you play like games with the family. You play random games. There's two things that really bug me. Is that you play games on Christmas Day you will probably never ever play as a family any time in your life, but at Christmas you play charades. One you play things like charades. You play like other silly games like Pictionary, all that stuff. You never ever play it any time of the year. So it's not like a birthday. You don't go around to your family's house and they go, "Oh, let's play charades," like or. But at Christmas, it seems to be the thing that you get together as a family.
Yeah, it's nice though.
But most families spend time with each other throughout the year anyway. So we're no different. We will go to our we generally go to Key's mum's, and we have a really lovely day. Our mum cooks a really good dinner. We have a nice dinner. We eat loads of food. We drink loads. We do everything that we normally do at most families do at Christmas. But we always end up then playing like charades or something. And I am always terrible at charades. I can never ever do it. And they all laugh at me all the time because they're all really good. I get confused with the TV and the camera and all that sort of stuff. But it's just. But then you also play other things like other games that you never ever play throughout the year, and it's just something I just don't understand. Why do you do it at Christmas? Like what for what reason? Is it just because there's more of you there, or I don't know?
Well, you got more. You'd have more time, wouldn't you? You got more time to do stuff at Christmas generally because you'd have like days off together when one of you would normally be in work.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It might be me being a bit grinchy. I really enjoy Christmas. It's something that I love Christmas.
That's when I give Mrs. Williams a yearly present.
I've grown to love. It's something I've grown to love since I've been with Key and we've had kids, especially. Like as when I was a younger man in my teens, I didn't really, well, my late teens, early 20s, I didn't really enjoy it. But then
late 30s. Late 30s.
No, but I love it now because
2 weeks ago.
I love watching the kids' faces and stuff. But it's always something that bugbears me. That is, you go to your family's house, and they go, "Let's play a game," and you're probably right. It's the fact that you spend a day there, so you, depending on what you do, you might wake up in the morning, and you might be round there in the morning, or you might go round there earlier, and you spend the day / the night. I always find I eat too much all day, and then about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I want to have a sleep for an hour, and then we sort of wake up again and go again, but then all the games come out, and I'm like, oh, please don't be charades or something like that. Please don't be an acting game. Key and her family are all really good at them sort of things. I'm terrible. I always have been. That's why I was laughing then. Sorry, I've just
love Christmas.
Made it longer.
I do love it.
It's a great time of year. Don't get me wrong. It is great.
I like being off with the family. I like eating. I like stuffing. I just want to get out there that I like stuffing.
Here's a question for you. Do you like sausage meat stuffed in a turkey?
Yep.
That is one of my all-time favourite things at Christmas. Sausage meat.
Stuff in there.
Stuffed in a turkey.
Stuffing. Pigs in blankets.
If I could say to you now, you could have a Christmas dinner every day, would you have one?
No.
Why not?
Because it's too good to have every day. It's like one of those things. Like it's like if you have had everything, if you had anything any day, it wouldn't be good. Like that's what makes it so amazing, because it's like a Sunday dinner turbo, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a turbo Sunday dinner.
You're so right, actually. I never thought of it like that. Yeah, I never thought of it in that sense. That
Christmas Day food is probably the best day. I never really used to be like a roast dinner person, and then as I got older, I love it. And like this weekend, if we can go have Sunday dinner or something, I'll be in my element.
It is
Yorkshire pudding a pint. Oosh.
It is amazing. It's an amazing thing. I got to be honest. I
think it's a very British thing to do as well.
What, a Christmas dinner?
Just a roast dinner, roast potatoes.
Yeah,
Yorkshire pudding.
Do you know that, like, you hear a lot of people go to Carvery's, didn't they, on a weekend, on a Saturday or a Sunday? Yeah, Toby's there all the time, The Toby round, but we haven't got a Toby round by us. You have to drive about an hour to go to a Toby.
No.
Yeah, so there's a local pub though that does do their own version, but it's no Toby. It's no Toby. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit disappointing if I'm honest.
See, there's a place by us, the one that does the beer I was on about, and they do a roast dinner, and it is absolutely. May we.
It's a bit Del Boy, that.
It is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And if I'm going to eat a roast dinner, that's where I want to be. Unless it's Christmas and I'll be home. Because Mrs. Williams, she does the best Christmas dinner. I'm not just saying that because she's going to listen to this. I literally, all November, I'll be saying to her, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And she'll be going, yeah. Yep. I go, best one you do.
I love it. You got fair play. Like it's to be honest with you, it's something I don't mind doing. I quite like a bit of Christmas dinner cooking, but I love cooking the turkey and the smell of it. Do you know one thing I remember as a kid, and I always just remember it? My mum used to cook the turkey the night, like during the night. So, you wake up in the morning, the house smells really nice. It smells like turkey. It smells like Christmas. There's like a Christmas smell, isn't it? Do you know? I've never understood. They make Christmas candles and they're like cinnamon and stuff like that. Why don't they make a turkey smelling candle? And you light it and it smells like a turkey candle.
Turkey candles. Come get your turkey candle. Come get your turkey candle.
You could go on the list of things we can make. Like so what I think we should do is write to the Yankee manufacturer, and say, why don't you make a turkey candle?
Turkey candle, and I reckon Nutella candle.
And a what? A Nutella?
Yeah.
Is that a Christmas thing in your house?
No.
It's just one Nutella.
Well, we're brainstorming here.
You can't eat them.
You can do it. You can do that. A candle of Father Christmas's beard smell. Father Christmas's leather reins.
reindeer turd. Sorry,
They should do like a. Yeah, I love Christmas though. I know this is a bit early to be talking about Christmas, but you know what I did this morning? I got into my car. I was messing around with the radio. I put on Xmas, Kiss Xmas or something, or Xmas radio.
Yeah.
I started playing all the radio
and it's
songs.
It's only the 27th of October, mate.
Yeah,
as well.
But, literally 2 days ago, I heard E17 Stay Now for the first time this year.
You did it.
And I was kind of like, I need to go buy a purple puffer jacket.
It's
Stay Now.
That is just, it's weird because like Die Hard, it's become like a Christmas classic. But it was probably never ever made for Christmas. Like that song, that Stay Now song was never ever probably.
Why is Die Hard Christmas? Have I missed something there?
This is what I can't understand. Well, they play it every Christmas, don't they? Like every Christmas, Die Hard's on.
It's a cool film.
And people say, oh, it's like it's a Christmas film. If you Google Christmas films, Die Hard's on that list.
We watch Home Alone religiously every Christmas because Jensen loves it.
It is a good that film. Did you ever? Did you ever, as a kid, think that you could emulate Home Alone stuff?
Yeah. Well, I liked it. Not so much. Jens did. Like he thought he was Macaulay Culkin when he was like 5. But I love the music. You know the
yeah.
I just think when you watch that film, it gets me. And the other one I really like, I always watch at Christmas, is what's the one with Eddie Murphy and he's like really poor and then he's like really rich. I
don't know. For some reason, Mr. T coming to my head. I was thinking, what? I ain't getting no played. I was just thinking about that. I don't know why.
And Murdoch gives him the milk. Have some milk.
That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking about.
Is it? No, not Bruce's Millions. Is that it?
I don't know. Honestly, I cannot remember.
Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. I think it might be Bruce's Millions.
It may be. Honestly, I can't remember. There's a couple of them though in there that you watch, and it's like some of the Harry Potters are come across quite Christmassy, don't they? They're some of them are a little bit. It's something. I think it's just something that when it's warm, when you're warm and snug in your house, and the Christmas tree lights are on, and all that, and and we'll probably have the same conversation, by the way, in about 2 months' time when we do the Christmas. But it's something about the house being warm, isn't it? And the Christmas lights being on. It brings a warmth to the house, the Christmas tree. As soon as you get the Christmas tree out, it brings a warmth to the house.
Do you go real or do you go fake?
Well, a bit of both. We've had both in the past. So we've had fake for the past few years, but I keep saying I'm going to get a real. But do you know the thing that really does my head in? It's the cost of a real tree. They're like, you're talking 50 quid, aren't you?
I'll be honest with you, I haven't bought a tree for 10 years because we got the same tree. We just rock out every year.
Well, that's what we've had for about the past 3 years now. We've had like a snow. It's an Asda special snow covered tree that we bought probably about 10 years ago ourselves. But we every now and again when we don't want to buy a real tree, we just get that out. And the past 4 years, we've just got that out. It's easier, isn't it? It's just one of them things. I don't know. Are
we gonna have any snow?
I don't think. I was having this conversation with Josh actually walking the dogs. My boy, he's 15 years old now, and he cracks me up because we walk, and he's very serious. He's quite serious all the time. You say something to him, so we've been having a discussion with him about school and life because he does his GCSEs this year and he goes on. But we was walking the dogs, and he said, "Oh, I love this time of year." And I went, "Why is that?" He went, "Because it's a bit colder and it's dark of a night when we walk the dogs." And he said, and he went, "This year," he went, "I don't think we'll get any snow for Christmas." And I was like, "Oh, why is that, mate?" And he went, "Well, it's going to be quite clear or like quite clear now." And I was like, what do you mean quite clear? He went, "Well, it's going to be like clear skies every night and probably." I went, "How do you know that?" He went, "Well, we've been talking about it at school." And I was like, "With who?" He went, "Well, in one of our, I think it was like a geography lesson. And apparently they've been looking at the forecasts for the next 3 months. And we're going to have the driest 3 months in history and we're going to have no snow." So,
well, that's what you want though, because if it goes cold and it's dry, then that what snow's made of.
I'm going to go with Josh and just say we're going to have no snow.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with him. He's been told in school. What would I know?
But he does. They talk some. He does tell me some stuff, and I'm like, "Oh, mate," I said, "Like you've got to take life a bit less seriously, and just enjoy." We play.
I don't know. He might be the next Jeff Bezos.
He could be. He might. Do you know what? He might well be. We play little prank like Key and Liz love a little jump scare. I was talking about this the other week, but they jump out on you all the time. So like when we finish this podcast, I'll walk out this room, and sometimes Liz will be waiting there. She's like waiting for us to finish, and then she'll go rah, and I'm like, "Whoa!" Like
crafty.
You little rascal. Like, but Key did it to Josh the other day. So Key was in the bath. She got out of the bath, got her pajamas on. When she got out of the bath, Josh come out of his bedroom, run into the toilet. So Key went and stood behind his door, like waiting for him to come back in the room. And he went and she stood there for ages. And he took ages because I think he come downstairs, he got some stuff, went back up. Anyway, as he walked in the room, he shut the door and Key went, "Rah!" And he just looked at her in disgust. And he went, "You're not funny." I was like,
"Oh, I'm really bad with stuff like that. I can't do the jump scares. I'm the worst person to do it to, because I literally will. Like Aim said the other day, she goes, "Oh, you made a China. If someone does something, I'll like fall over or bang into a door, or doesn't end well."
Well, I don't know. Like I was watching you on your stream the other day, and that Call of Duty at the minute, it's got all the jump scares in because it's Halloween.
Yeah, and I think I'm immune to it almost now. Not at the start though.
And I was watching you, and the jump scare was like ridiculous, and even I jumped, and you just sort of sat there as if he was like Josh. It's like just like no, just carried on playing like there's nothing happened. I was like, oh, fair enough.
It's because you get used to it, didn't you? I had so many of them. The first 3 or 4, like literally lost years off my life, but like after a while, like you get used to it. It is most things you get used to, don't you? Like, I love it. Like in life.
Yeah, you're right, and it's like life. If it happens all the time, you sort of carry on with it, don't you? And you get But there's because it's getting that close to Halloween now. Around this area, as I said before, there's like lots of Halloweeny stuff going on, and there's some people that get really, really dressed up, and they're like hide in their gardens and jump out on people and stuff like that. So
I love Halloween.
Liz doesn't want to do it this year. Like, she doesn't want to go out trick or treat. In fairness, she's probably done me a favour because I won't be getting home till 7 o'clock from work. So I feel a bit bad. But she's like, they're at that age now, Martu. They're not interested. It's a little bit annoying.
Yeah, chances not there, but I'm like, oh, I said to him, so really? I said, like, doesn't he want me to? She said, definitely not with you. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? I'm not cool enough. He doesn't want to be seen with me, or he just doesn't want to do it.
Oh, it's just, it's a shame, isn't it? When the kids get old enough, they're older, and like, as I said, Josh is at that age now where he's doing his sort of GCSEs this year. They were talking about prom at his school. He went, I ain't going to the prom. I was like, why are you not going to go to the prom? He went, I ain't going to the prom. I'm not interested in that. And he's like, just sacked it off, like, not doing it.
I don't think I even had a prom when I was in school.
It's over the past few years, isn't it? It's become like that American thing, yeah. It's really saying that it's like they think they're trendsetters over there, and they set all these trends: Halloween, prom, and all this.
They didn't come up with English, did they?
Yeah. Come on.
Who's got that last laugh?
and we take it on over here, and we just double the price of everything that we do. It's really annoying. Like,
what do you mean, double the price?
Well, we just make it more like the prom outfit / dress or whatever. Do you know the cost of like some of these dresses?
I'm buying one of them.
Well,
no wonder you don't want to go if you don't
wear that, Josh. You're wearing that. But like, I had a school disco when I was at school, and it was like school disco, wear what you like, turn up. So I rocked up in my full Millwall kit, full kit wanker. And no, I didn't. I'm just joking. But I rocked up in like, you rock up in a shirt and jeans or whatever, like when you used to go to youth club discos and all that.
Yeah,
but like now they want.
Why I don't drink cider?
They want. they want. We have to talk about it. They don't want free. They want 3-piece suits. They want to turn up in a limo, and or helicopter or something like that. That like it's.
Talking of wearing stuff, I had the one real bad thing happened to me. I remember I was going out somewhere, and I said to my mum, "Oh, where's my jeans for going out? These ones." And she's like, "Oh, they're in the wash." I'm like, oh, "No, I haven't got any other jeans to wear. They're the ones I need to wear." And she's like, "Oh, well, I haven't got them." I'm like, "I need to wear jeans." And my mum's like, "Well, there's only one solution." And she's like, "You can borrow mine." I'm like,
I think he's frozen.
I was in the wash. And I'm frozen.
I think no, you're back. You're all right. It's good. Is you back?
Pardon?
Yeah, you went.
Where did I leave it? Long story short, my jeans were in the wash. I needed jeans to go out. There's nothing but my mum's jeans to wear. So I thought, balls to it. I put them on. I thought, they look all right. No one will know because they were like, I was skinny then. And then I go to the pub and I said to my mate, I said, oh, mate, don't tell no one. I said, I got my mum's jeans on here. So I couldn't find mine were in the wash, and I feel like a bit of a pro. And he went, oh, mate, you can't even notice. Don't worry about it, because the buttons are different, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think there's one I was having a slash, and I was like, oh, the buttons were all weird and stuff.
On the
And he
opposite
goes, mate,
side.
no one knows about it. But this guy looked a little bit like Chris Moyles, but ginger. He said something, and we were all having a bit of banter. And I said, oh, piss off, you ginger Chris Moyles, or something, like messing around. And he went, oh, listen to you angry. He said, at least I'm not wearing my mum's jeans, but in front of like 50 people when we were all out on the lash. And I like just literally wanted to like dive into a hole. A little bit awkward. They were like, that's that 25-year-old wearing his mum's jeans. I wasn't 25. I was about 20. 18.
Oh, no.
That's bad.
amazing.
16.
That's absolutely amazing. What a story. I love that. I absolutely love that you would even do that. That's just even...
I want a dress, was it? That would have been weird.
See, we ain't got no jeans, but you can wear this.
It's like, I remember my sister, before she had a boyfriend, she met, because she went to London to live a while ago, and she met this guy, and he came back and he was like, what's Wales like? And we were like, well, we haven't got any electric, and we haven't got like, and he like proper bought into it, and he thought, well, we all worked down mines, and then we had no electric, and we used to like read books in the evening and stuff.
No,
it's quite funny. Yeah,
it's mad, isn't it? Do you know one of the things I like, and I'm looking forward to it next year actually, because we haven't been on holiday for a few years, but you go on holiday and you meet random families on holiday. Yeah. We're at that age now, like, and me and Kay, we're at that age now where obviously the kids are a bit older. And it's guaranteed we're going to meet people that we're going to sit and talk to of an evening, and but I love that. I love all that, because you just random strangers that you talk to when you're on holiday, and it's just quite a satisfying thing. But you're then trying to impress these people that you're never going to see again.
Yeah. Go to it's all inclusive, but like, I'll get it. Don't
worry, I'll get these ones in. It's all inclusive though. Yeah, don't worry.
On my tab.
Okay. It's mad, isn't it? It's absolutely mental. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be I like meeting random people, especially people that are weird. I love it.
A countdown for your holiday?
It's a while yet. I shouldn't even really mention it, but we ain't been for a while, and it's the first holiday we'd have had, proper holiday that we'd have had abroad for a few years now. So quite looking forward to it. Be quite nice to get away and have a bit of a chill time. Unfortunately, you don't make our money goes on other things. So
yeah, so, I think everything's so expensive now, isn't it,
mate? It's ridiculous. Like we you messaged me earlier and you said about like, oh, what beers are you drinking at the minute? And I said, oh, just beer and Moretti. Damn, I said the name of it, the sponsor for beer and Moretti. And I said, yeah, and Key said to me, I'm surprised you didn't buy the other beer you like, the Madre. And I said, babe, it was 24 quid in Tesco's for 12 bottles. She was like, what? Right. I was like, 24 quid. And that was not even like in an offer. I said, it's just so expensive. And then like the beer and Moretti, I remember when they were like a tenner a case. They're like 14 quid. It's just mad. I don't think we should get into it. I think we should move on, because I could moan about the price of things so much.
Moaning's great though. Moaning's sometimes it's bad, but other times when it's like stuff about like the cost of beer, it's funny.
It's aggravating, but
it's like that. It's like that. What's it called? What's a little chocolate thing? The toad? Is it the frog or the toad or something? It's like 10p. Freddo. That's
Freddo,
it. Freddo
the
frog.
Freddo. Yeah.
And they were like, what were they like a million
10p.
Years ago? They were like
10p.
They were like 1p, weren't they, or 5p or something?
Curly Whirlies for 15p. They're like a quid now.
Curly Whirlies a rip-off, folks. Holes in the middle.
That's what I'm saying. It's a quid.
Why would you buy a chocolate bar with holes in the middle?
Anyway, we've had a conversation about chocolate bars. I think on that note, mate, it's 50 minutes. We should wrap it up before we...
50 minutes?
It's 50 minutes. It's been quick. Been quick, so there's been lots of... I stopped laughing.
You have so much fun.
My voice is killing me.
Let's go drink some more beer. Let's drink some more beer offline.
Let's go drink more beer and play Call of Duty.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, no, appreciate it as always, mate. It's been fun. But as for an outro, I think we need to make something up for an outro, just something really silly, and do something. Maybe we should do some sort of. I'm trying to think of the word. A summary of the show in a few sentences.
I think I got it. You ready?
Go on in. Maybe we should do some sort of. I'm trying to think of the word. A summary.
That's it for every episode now.
Anyway, thanks very much for listening, guys. As always, don't forget you can email us at seasonhumour@gmail.com. I think that was one. That's the right one.
So if you're angry at the price of beer, fancy a holiday, or just want a general chit chat, seasonhumour@gmail.com.
Or give us feedback on our unscheduled this show is, or
only positive feedback though. Anything negative, don't bother.
we just read it.
We're straight into the joke.
Anyway, guys, thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much.
See you next week.
Bye bye.